to be doing a comparison of how well and how easily I can cast each lure. So this lure is obviously pretty heavy, casts really well, but in order for me to not get a backlash, I actually have to have my magnets pretty high, and my tuning knob also. That's because the bearings in this reel are so fast. So when you cast, I cast this lure pretty well. No complaints. I can cast really closely, really far away. So yeah, it works pretty great. It works really great with this lure. Maybe a half ounce, 4 ounce lure. So on to the next one. Alright, so the next bait we're gonna test is the Smart Baits Smart Bomb color changing heat sensitive Senko. This lure is a little bit lighter than the Spook, so I'm gonna have to change some of the settings on the reel and we'll see how it works. And it does it okay. Might need some practice. I've mainly just been throwing that Spook, so I'm not exactly used to this lure yet. Yeah, obviously it's covered in weeds, but it casted it pretty well. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for the Spook and maybe a 7 out of 10 for the Senko. Because with the Spook, I can pretty much cast it really well with every cast, not with every single cast. And so far the Senko has gotten 0 casts, no backlash. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a humongous backlash, but it's a pretty small one. But yeah, it's already good. I would give the Senko a 8 out of 10 for casting with this reel. You cast 9 out of 10. Going on to the next bait. So the next lure we're gonna throw out is this Rush Hog style bait. It happens to be the Big Bite Baits Orange Creature. I'd say it's a 100% copy of Rush Hog. Looks exactly the same. Everything's the same. Oh yeah, let's see how this casts. This is not really a lure that you would want to cast with a casting rod. It's more of a finesse. So yeah, I would give it as you can see, I got a pretty humongous backlash. So I would give this lure a solid 4 out of 10 because it absolutely casts like trash. And maybe that was just a bad cast, but on my Black Max, I also couldn't cast this lure, so this is definitely a more finesse style bait. So you would want to use a spinning for this. No casting. I have actually thrown a frog on this combo. I don't have a frog with me right now, but the topwater poppin' frog does not cast quite as far as the Spook. And so for a frog, I would give this reel, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Because if you do get a backlash, it's not a terrible one. Another really big part of this reel, which could be the reason why you bought it, or why you're thinking about buying it, is that this reel actually has a special feature, which is a flip and switch. And we're going to test that out today with this lure since it's so light. So yeah, this has a flipping switch. So how it works is you make sure that your lure is about pretty easy to grab, and then you want to take this little button. So this is regular mode, and then you want to push it down so that it's on flip. So there's the button, there's the flip, and so what this does is when you're holding this down, your spool can go free, right? So my lure can go. Okay, but then when you let off, you immediately go back. So that helps for flipping because you can quickly stop your spool. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at flipping it. Oh, there you go. So you might want to turn your switch down a little. So that it's here. Oh, there's the youngest arm right there. I really hope you guys can see it. Really, really close to the surface. The flipping switch would be helpful more for jigs and other light lures such as this one. I have some practice to do with this, but I think it could be a really helpful feature with this reel. But it could be really useful if you're in a crunch and you only have a big cast. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. This was part 2 of Quantum Accurist review. A quick overview. Number 1 lure that we tried was the Monster Bass Patriot. I gave it a 9 out of 10 because you can cast it really far and really well without getting a backlash, but on a rare occasion, it will fly too far and get stuck. Next lure we tried was just the Senko, and I gave that a 7 out of 10 because you couldn't cast it crazy well, but it wasn't impossible to cast. And then the last lure we tried was the Monster Bass Orange Creature, and I give that a 4 out of 10 casting because it was just horrible. I got a really bad backlash, and it just didn't work at all. And another lure that we sadly could not test today was a topwater frog, and I would give a topwater frog, again, just like the Senko, a 7 out of 10 because you can cast it pretty well, but sometimes you get a backlash. Overall, I would give this reel a 9 out of 10 because although it cannot cast lighter lures very well, with some practice, you can really get very good at casting this reel, and you can cast all of the lighter lures very far because of the amazing bearing system that this lure has. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Always remember, stay on top,